Hey everybody, welcome back. It's attorney time, but this time there's only two of us.
Two-man show.
Yep. So, Moon can't be here for the moment due to some problems with the IRL move he's doing to a house, and Katie is also just preoccupied today. So it's just gonna be me and Cam.
And I don't have a shitty mic this time.
Yeah. So this is gonna be interesting because I will have to take over basically all of the male roles, except I have offered Cam the judge role for this stream.
Yeah, I apologize in advance.
Because before we started this, like all of this, she really wanted to do an old man. So I'm at least gonna have her do the
And my
judge
dreams are finally coming true.
there will be plenty of other old men in the later series as well that you can take over if you would like.
Reprise my role as old man.
This old man, yes. I think he says big arm. That he does. That he does.
Is he streaming to me?
My 5D chess first time travels, my brain is really active right now. Okay, yeah. You like the music and the kind of shit? Yeah, this, what I was playing is an album called Gayakten Meets Orchestra. You can find it on YouTube pretty easy. I will find a playlist. There's been a lot of, orchestrations of Ace Attorney music over the years, from old to new pieces. I still want to make sure you
the
can,
game volume
I
is
see.
too loud.
I still want to make sure you can hear the game clearly. So let me know if we start drowning out the game too much.
Could just start screaming, you know.
Here, this is a playlist to Gayakten Meets Orchestra. You can find lots of other orchestrated Ace Attorney music as well if you look. Okay. Like it's not too quiet. It sounds pretty good.
Testing. 1,
These
2,
beeps.
3. Mic check.
Are these beeps coming through all right?
Can confirm. Is the audio sexy hot?
All right. Wow. There's 10 slots. I don't know why you'd need that many slots. Anyway, here we go.
It's like, oh shit, I messed up. Are you streaming to me?
Oh
Good
yeah, hold
keeper.
on. Sorry, yeah, let me get that going.
Egg says everything sounds good. If Egg approves and if Quanto approves, that means we're doing something right.
Alright. Make sure that didn't just tank OBS or anything. Alright, we good. Alright. Chat, let me know if you see frame drops or anything happening, or if you hear us skip or whatever, because right now OBS is being a dickweed. It didn't let me broadcast at the normal bit rate today. I had to cut it practically in half for it to stably stream. So let me know if any weirdness happens, because I won't be able to pay attention to the preview. So. Oh god, I forgot Von Karma is a thing.
Hell yeah, let's go. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready.
Who's the judge here, anyway?
Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statement, so...
Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course.
A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
Speed run. Let's go, boys.
Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now?
Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now.
Right.
I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand.
It's that mysterious boat shop owner.
You're gonna do the snort.
Witness.
Moon did.
Yeah.
Witness, state your profession.
I am the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yep, I was.
Please testify.
Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Objection! Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Polite.
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Yeah, right.
Will state his name.
Yeah, stick up for yourself, Judge.
Well, I'm not really sure. Yep.
What do you mean?
My, memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
He can't recall, you say. I had a stroke there, my bad.
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness?
The night of the murder.
Sorry, I just took a bite of a pizza. Hold on a second.
You said, oh shit, I wasn't ready. Here we go again.
I didn't expect it to just go straight in this.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yup.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual.
I just choked on my pizza.
Then I heard He's choking, Your Honor. He's choking on the wet noodle.
He's choking on a noodle. Oh, God.
Then I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just a floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window.
Oh, now I'm burping.
Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
This man.
There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now.
Yes,
Poor man.
Mr. Wright.
What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well, you may begin. What the fuck? Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma.
3 minutes just passed.
I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness.
I feel like Von Karma just had a heart attack. Just in the middle.
Yep.
I also like to imagine that the old guy is also he's just eating pizza just on the stand because he went.
Yeah.
He's just there with a thing of za. You know how it is.
Like, oh yeah. No, I have a Red Baron frozen pizza, like a small personal size pizza. It's delicious.
Did you cook it?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I meant just like frozen. You're like, yep. Just ate it right out of the freezer.
If I did that, you'd be hearing a lot of crunching right now.
That's fair. The stream would need to prevail.
A lot of deposition. I heard 2 gunshots just after midnight.
Quanto said he burnt his tongue with a pizza.
Just after midnight, you say?
Yep, just around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure, yep.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right?
Don't glare at me like that. I remember it clearly, I did. Yep.
You see, continue.
Quanto said parrot.
Yes, there is
Take
a
that
parrot.
information as you will.
There is a parrot in the court record. Behold,
Behold Polly.
behold Polly. Behold the best parrot.
He's in Phoenix's pocket right now. We want to keep her there. Make sure she's nice and warm before she testifies.
And where did the bang seem to come from?
From the lake, I figure.
Are you certain?
Yep.
Good. Continue.
Was there someone in the boat?
It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. I figure there was 2 men out there, yep.
But you couldn't see them clearly.
Yep. At the time, that is.
At the time.
He gets zonked.
So you heard 2 gunshots total.
Yep.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. By your window?
Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him.
That is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
I carry parrots in my pocket too.
Yeah. Common practice nowadays.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Alright, Han. Get out of here, Solo.
Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad!
Yes, Keith.
Dead certain, Keith! He said, I can't believe he's dead! He was walking by, too!
Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth?
It was him! That Edgeworth boy!
Oh god! Gramps. Dot.
This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt.
Von Karma. He lured lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall.
Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
I better act quick or this trial is going to be over. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand?
Exactly.
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true.
I don't know if you heard me, but
The judge is lost in thought. What should I do?
Wake up, Judge!
Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead." But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie...
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
Do we have a...
Okay, I think you might want to lower the sensitivity on Discord's noise cancellation, because I think it's forcing your mic off.
Oh no. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine at the moment, yeah.
Right, I'm just gonna not move from this spot then. Nick, do we have evidence?
It's no good. There's nothing I can do.
Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you.
Quanto.
Mr. Wright.
He was right. He said that I didn't notice it, but Von Karma's Objection, this is like the first time I actually listened to it. He straight up does sound like a demon.
Oh, yeah. That's why I gave him the
It's
voice
insane.
I did.
3 minutes was perhaps too high in expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Quanto goes, there is parrot.
Enough! The
Indeed,
witness
there is
may
parrot.
leave the stand.
Quanto really likes the parrot.
He's just asleep on the floor.
Yeah, no, it's like no one's concerned.
This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What?
Are you
No.
eating za?
I'm eating za.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Guilty.
the accused will surrender to the court immediately. To be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Wait!
The panic.
Me! Huh? What? Larry?
Oh my God, this man.
I think Von Karma's a vampire. You haven't met Barack Van Zykes yet.
Yeah, no, he is a vampire.
Or it might be Zeeks. It might be Van Zeeks. I always forget which way around it is. With IE or EI.
I took a drink of my water. What are you doing here?
Listen! You gotta listen to me! I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot. I heard it too.
Order!
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. He broke into the courtroom to sell hot dogs. No, he was in the gallery. He was probably in the gallery.
No. Hot dogs. He lost business after the Russian pup ate all of his hot dogs.
I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court.
It's gonna happen a lot more from now on, Judge.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
I'll get used to it, buddy. It'll come naturally.
Judge, you have already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick! This is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this.
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry.
He was
Like
Quanta
could
putting the
stab
chat.
He would stab someone as a warning.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, ah, fuck, what was that?
A warning.
3 minutes until you bleed.
3 minutes. You have 3 minutes until you bleed out.
You could make things even worse.
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Dot.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Suck it.
Suck it, nerd!
Mr. Von Karma, you piece of shit. I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now!
What?
Yes, we stand.
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned.
I'm enjoying voicing Von Karma. It's fun. Just get
It
to
really,
act-
every time, I always forget. I always forget your voice for him. Like every time that I'm like, watch a different stream or I'm part of a stream, like I just get hit in the face every time you speak as Von Karma. It's too powerful.
Hold on, I'm gonna eat the last of my za real quick. I got like 2 bites.
Hell yeah.
Hold
How's it going, guys? Are y'all doing
This
good?
pizza will no longer interrupt.
Finish the za! You have 3 minutes.
This piece of shit za.
Have you seen the SNL skit?
I don't think so.
There's an SNL skit where James Franco's talking about the difference between lasagna and pizza. So he said pizza is and zanya za. And I quoted on the regular, and it's a problem. But he's
Oh,
like
yeah.
in a courtroom
Mm-hmm.
talking about it.
Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Larry was at the lake that night.
Yes. He said he went out looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake.
Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night.
Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth.
Huh? You say something right?
Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Hmm?
Something I've been meaning to ask you.
The whole Mr. Edgeworth was cut off.
Did it really? Yeah, sometimes you get cut off for me, so I don't know what voodoo land we're in right now. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh.
That. My bee.
When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
I see.
Right.
Yeah?
This might be our chance.
Our chance?
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials?
Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court.
And Larry
And that
at that.
someone
Yeah.
is Larry.
What are you getting at?
It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
Nick? No 10-minute trial this time. We'll make this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry now.
That's yeah, that's a yikes, Mickey. All right, Larry, we're trusting you with this entire case. Thanks,
We're trusting
bud.
you with Miles's life.
No pressure.
Don't fuck it up.
You know, with a name like Mr. Butts, I mean, like, how much hope can you have?
Court is now back in session.
When you were recapping the streams, did you catch the phrase that they have about Larry? Like since grade school?
That he, like, messes up. I know that he, like...
No, there's like a
fuck
phrase.
up.
There's a phrase that they say whenever it refers to Larry, and it's if something smells, it's usually the butts.
Oh, yeah, it's usually the Butts,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, my mom thought I was crazy. I just laugh sometimes in upstairs just by myself, and she's just confused every time I watch your streams now or take part of your streams.
Oh, what from like
She
the
keeps forgetting that I'm a part of this.
Right.
Yeah, and so like hopefully she knows that I'm doing it this time and doesn't think I'm insane. But now I'm an old man voice, so we don't know.
Well, yeah, really.
Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw. On the night of December 24th.
Right. Leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Like once we start getting into the Miles prequel games, you will see by the end of this case, you will already see how ruthless and brutal Von Karma is. Like this isn't even the half of it that you're seeing.
Well, yeah,
in
I mean,
court.
like, yeah, it was like Miles is his protege, so I imagine Miles has a lot of PTSD.
Oh yeah, but like the forcefulness that he exhibits in courtroom proceedings isn't even the full
measure.
They said we're gonna amp
Like,
this up to 9,000.
Because you see, out of court, he's not being watched by the law or anything, so that leads to him doing some pretty fucked up things to win.
Yeah.
He didn't necessarily treat
Aw.
Edgeworth badly when he was raising him. He just instilled his rigid values on him.
Friends are pointless. They are a means to an end.
Yeah. At this point now, he's as we're seeing it right now, it's just he's going about it in his usual way. He doesn't care if it's Miles that he is prosecuting. He still intends to maintain his record.
He said, I got a reputation, baby boo. I don't
Yeah.
care about you.
Uh-huh. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single shot, I went home. Now that is a seriously different testimony.
Yeah, he's like, sorry about that.
Yeah. Larry goes into an ad break mid-testimony. But before I continue, stop by the Samurai Dog Shack.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. So when I saw the boat, before we continue this trial, thank you, NordVPN, for sponsoring this trial. NordVPN is a
Protects
virtual
Samurai
private
Jack.
network that protects your data and lets you access overseas content.
Samurai Jack is only available in Japan. Now with NordVPN,
Watch
you can
Samurai
have it in
Jack
America.
on Netflix, but whoops, Netflix doesn't have Samurai Jack in the US. Hop on over to Japan. There it is, fucker.
Quanta, we were just stealing your joke. We give you the credit where it just deserved. He's like, whoa, we're so in sync. We thought of the same thing.
I think the latency from stream to chat is a little bit. I think I said that before.
Yeah,
he
it do be
actually
whack
said that.
sometimes.
Yeah. If I put ultra low latency on, it's 1-to-1 practically, but it's not necessary for something like this. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go it forward, Nick.
Okay, I think I remember what's up with this testimony.
Quick question. Do they have a, I forgot what they're called, the typewriter people? Stenographer?
Fuck.
What the fuck?
Uh,
Can you imagine this poor
Stenographer.
person's job? Yes. Can you imagine their job just having to redo all of the testimony constantly?
yeah, you just have
And just having to
scratch
put in the
testimony.
hmms and and tisk tisk.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh yeah, Maya chick turns into her dead sister. Like they just have to be like, just to give you context.
Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked. Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts,
Whoa. Everyone just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay. No problem. That's just the most important part of this case. No, there's a part where he mentions he was listening to a radio.
He's just jamming.
So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh.
Well,
might want to say that again.
Well, Nick.
Okay. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, sometimes you cut off for me too, but I'm like, you like go to the next dialogue thing, and I was like, he said it obviously. I just didn't hear
It
it.
has to be my internet. I swear. I don't know what's going on.
If only we had NordVPN.
Ah, yeah.
Damn
It'd
it.
protect my online data.
Mia just comes out. Ever since I died, NordVPN just hotwires in.
It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? How many shots were fired? Damn. There were 2 shots fired with Edgeworth there, but what?
Dude, that's a good question. Why does she call him Nick?
Cause Larry calls him Nick for short. Like Phoenix,
Oh, cause
Nick. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, butts.
It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions.
Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Also, like, props to Maya. She's like, all right, sister, take over my body for a day. Like, I'd be, like, I love my sister, and I'd love to speak with her, but I'm not gonna be like, all right, hang out with my friend now as we solve the murder.
Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Hey, don't give me that face! I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry.
I think it's funny about, like, these crimes.
Did I do this art? Where did the sound come from?
No, I don't think it.
Well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around it. Okay, no, I did go for this one. Looked at the lake, yeah.
Oh, okay. It was a prank. Ha, you did do it. Got you. She reminds me of Wendy and Abigail, or Wendy and Abigail from Don't Starve. She does though.
Who?
She cutie.
Who does?
Maya.
Oh, yeah. Probably should ask him about looking for something. Yeah.
Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for?
What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
I think I just remembered what I need to do here.
You have to present evidence.
He heard a single shot. The problem is he heard a single shot, but we're running on the assumption that there were 2 gunshots. And the thing that tells you there were 2 gunshots is Lada's testimony. So I think... Objection! Yeah. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang. You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit, yeah.
Mr. Butts,
What?
you only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you be not sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones on. What?
Order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony.
Know how loud I have to go on the It's hard to make that sound. Well, Mr. Wright, should we continue the testimony?
Hell yeah.
Your Honor, please allow this witness to continue his testimony.
Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me.
What do you literally be hearing?
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real loud, real booming loud like. But I'm pretty sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume, your eardrums.
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
It was a sick beat, true enough. It is difficult to believe this testimony.
Objection! Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me? DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I was about to go into my judge voice there for a sec.
You're like, oh, this is my moment.
Now this is understandable, like, because you're playing a character I was playing, so like...
You're like, oh god.
I'm taking over your personality.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. But charades are fun.
Quanto liked my radio.
Be sure to include the details like your
Radio. What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ sent to us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We don't care.
We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask,
Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshots. Whoops-a-doodle.
Just some fireworks. Imagine listening to a DJ and they just a gunshot and they're like, sorry, we're just celebrating a little early.
Do you see what this is? Do you see what's up?
Oh shit. It's almost Christmas. Boy, sorry, past Christmas. Oh, it's something wrong about that.
Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with that face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed? So what?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes?
But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact.
Let's see what the time was in the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera.
12:25:00:15.
15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Yes, feels good. I love this.
Order! What does this mean? I'm clueless. The two prior witnesses had gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he had a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
What?
I did I'm gonna get very close to my mic when I say
No, yeah, they're only doing that. They're only doing that like no hair thing, so you can't tell who's who.
Yeah.
One
But
of
we
those
all
is
know
Edgeworth.
everybody.
The
Yeah,
other is,
everybody wears
yeah.
trench coats.
Actually, you can kind of tell who Edgeworth is here because the person on the left, that's that kind of matches Edgeworth's like flinch animation in court, and also you can see his suit
Big,
and
meaty
undershirt
hands.
sleeves coming out from the jacket sleeve. Yeah, yeah.
Well, Mr. Wright? What do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
2 pew-pews, man. Stay pewing.
Fired 3 times.
No one claims the third shot. Everybody only heard it twice.
Well, Larry heard 1 before midnight.
Maybe they were just, shooting the water like a couple of bros,
That means that this gun was fired 3 times, and I think this is the opening to finally show this. Take that! Yep, this is my evidence.
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both the witness who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That third shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
It was Gordy.
Order! Order! I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies.
Bah! You waste our time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something?
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright? There's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight?
Also, here's an interesting thing that they've done with this version of these 3 games. The meter up here, the penalty meter. The original Ace Attorney had a 5-strike system. and it was shown
Oh,
by
really?
5 exclamation points. So if you can see here, it's highlighting 2. If you count each group of 2, there's 5 groups here.
Ah.
But in the future games, they changed the strike system into a meter system. So they've combined the 2
Evolved.
together
Yeah.
for the sake of this game series to just have a meter for all of it, because the meter in the later games can be varyingly penalized.
Yeah.
There's at least one point that I distinctly remember in the 3rd game where if you have a full meter, the prosecutor will insist that if you cannot prove your case, the penalty meter, like you receive maximum penalty, which will highlight the whole meter and completely destroy it, and that will immediately end the case.
He said, enough of this bullshit, alright, get him out of here.
Yeah.
Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things?
My pineapple.
Oh, it's the other picture. The empty picture. The empty lake. Taken automatically 1150. Yeah.
Boom. Every time he says take that, it reminds me of in Super Smash Bros. When he's like, go Charizard!
Yeah. Look at this photograph!
Every time it makes me laugh.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh, yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Every time he says take that, I swear it's a little faster. Your Honor.
He's going tryhard
Yeah.
mode.
It starts like, take that! And then by the end it's like, take that!
He's just coughing at that point.
Yeah. Take that! This photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
I like for the judge the weird.
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims.
Order! Well, that would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why?
Double homicide.
Uh-oh. I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah!
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it! I have it!
Huh?
Remember the case with the Steel Samurai?
Yeah, of course I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya!
Yes?
If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it.
Right. I mean, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose.
Phoenix, are you okay?
You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
God, I love Maya.
She's just there to be like, yes, I will be the pillow. I will soften the blow.
Yeah. Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Wright?
the testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
Order, order.
Oh, what do you mean, Mr. Wright?
So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat.
I'm sorry, but Quanta just said Von Karma with your voice acting is like a human version of Bowser.
Bowser? Yeah.
Yeah.
I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Mario.
If I ever play a Mario RPG, I'll use that voice.
Yeah, Von Karma, he's just gonna be across all gaming platforms.
Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
Dots? What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? Oh, I thought this was you. We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 00:15.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Dots?
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are.
This is Edgeworth and the Moidor. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
Are you serious?
Oh, whoops, I missed that.
He wouldn't tell us why he went to the lake that night.
Okay. Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. Sorry, I just got an email. One moment.
To answer a very early question, my summer has been great. I hope you guys' summer is going great too. Like an hour ago, probably when it first started. I get to see Keith in July. Well, it's already July the 18th. Our friends get to bother him, so I'm pretty hyped for that.
Okay. I missed a line in this recording that I've been working on.
That's Keith.
He said hold on a second. I'm sorry.
I mean, I can start reading some pretty bad jokes to keep your audience entertained. How much wood? I'm just kidding.
So, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck?
My favorite joke of all time, it's the most stupid thing. It's, what did the buffalo say to his son when he went off to college? And it's bye, son.
Bye, son.
Because it's a buffalo and it's a bison, Keith. What is red and white? Oh no, black and white and red everywhere. Right, Keith's not gonna answer. A penguin in a blender.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
Or a newspaper for the PG audience. But if you're gonna do Bowser, I can do Peach. But I will not do it on command because I'll get very embarrassed. Do I need to fight someone for you?
No, I'm just,
Keith, no cap, I'll do it.
I'm just responding to this. It's the paid voice work I've been doing. So
Oh yeah.
I just need to get this response out to him real quick.
Well, just making fun of me. Oh my god, never mind, he wasn't making fun of me, he was making a terrible joke. Oh no!
And I'm falling down the stairs. Oh.
Oh no!
Black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, red.
My mom went to a very Catholic school when she was my age. When she was in high school, that's not my age anymore. And one kid, peed his pants because the nun wouldn't let him go to the bathroom, so then the next day he pushed her down the stairs and got expelled. So, yeah.
Damn.
Catholic school would be wild then.
Alright. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
Nuts. I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous!
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Right. It's
You just, after all this, you just say Miles.
Miles. Yeah, you know what?
It was
Never
a
mind.
prank.
Fuck it. I'm done with this. See y'all later. It's Miles, bye.
Bye, it's been great.
Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
Bah! Again you waste my time!
I don't know because he never told us.
If only.
The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did you do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
The heckin' shop, bro.
The noodle shop!
Yeah. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. The Wet Noodle. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
I have this parrot in my pocket.
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat, and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop! Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
Duh. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and then threw the body in the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly.
It's gonna be like, I don't remember anything, and then Polly's gonna be like, you thought. You remember everything, bro.
Shit's getting intense. Although I have my
Very well.
I have my stream's
sorry.
analytics pulled up on the other screen here, and the stream is currently sitting at 69 playbacks.
I was there, Keith. I high five you. Fuck yeah.
Oh, it's 71 now.
Retracted high five.
Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand.
I did Edgeworth just being like, I don't know, man, this old dude threatened me, and then, like, he jumped off a boat. I don't know what was
This
happening.
old dude, he was like, it's been a while, and I was like, it has been a while, and he's like, you don't know how much I've suffered, and he was like, you've suffered, and he was like, yeah, well, that ends
Pew
now.
pew.
Says Merry
Pew,
Christmas,
pew.
fires twice, jumps off the boat.
Then he's like, yeah, nice seeing you too, man.
Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said.
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Your Honor, sir!
Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared! He isn't at the boat shop either!
What the fuck?
What should I do?
Find him, quickly! We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Yeah, now he
Gavel
just
slap.
now he just knows that Von Karma saying nothing is basically acknowledgement. So
Yeah. Karma's just like, yeah, I guess so.
He's like, that's right, I'm not your bitch anymore.
I'm really hoping that I hope we can get to the trial before this, to the next trial day before this stream ends, and then I'm hoping that everyone can be all together for the final trial
Yeah, that'd
day.
be fun. I know that
I kind of don't want to do the final trial of this game without everyone. Or of
Yeah,
this case
I
without
wanna-
everyone.
I'd say since Maya's not gonna be there, I would have Lana. Actually, no. Well,
No, I mean,
it depends on how big.
I mean, the final trial day of this case.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
I thought you meant episode 5. I was just like, I feel bad.
I
I
want
don't
to
take over.
I want to have everyone together for the final trial of this specific case. Because it's such a good finale. Even though 2 of them know how it's turned out, I just want everyone together for it.
Well, it's gonna be a surprise for good old Cameron. Yay,
Yeah.
Nick! You did it!
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his
Aw, she's
unique
so
testimony. Yeah, she's great.
A cute little eye smile.
Everyone loves Maya. Literally no one hates her.
If you hate her, you are Satan.
Yeah.
Or Von Karma.
Or Von Karma. Who knows? Maybe he is Satan.
I mean, his objection is
Uh-huh.
wild.
Objection!
Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on the trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Aw, dude. Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edgeworth?
No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind.
What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder.
Edgeworth more Softworth.
Or like what?
Softworth. Like soft boy.
So,
It was a bad joke. Alright, let's just get past
Edgeworth
that.
more like Roundworth. More like
Cylinderworth.
More like Dullworth.
That's so funny, oh my god!
Punny! I forgot if I'd saved.
This is what happens when Moon and Katie aren't here. We just are like, ha, puns, dad jokes. This is our life.
Oh, I feel like an equal amount of dad jokes would happen anyway, honestly.
That's fair.
Katie mentioned that she was going to potentially watch. I don't know if she's in the chat right now. Katie, if you're in the chat, say words. Okay.
Queen Katie, I love you. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder.
Remember what happened 5 seconds ago?
I mean, it's implied.
Yeah, I know. It's like, take a break, God.
It's supposed to be like, don't keep playing. What the fuck?
Wait, how long you been playing this, dude?
Like how Wii Sports or whatever, like interjection is like, sometimes
Hey,
it's good
dude.
to take a break.
It's like, no, tennis
Tennis!
all day.
Tennis!
Please.
Let me keep sword fighting. God.
Dude, you can like hack the sword fighting thing so easy. You just have to swing your. Obviously, you have the Wii strap on. You know,
Uh-huh.
obviously for safety purposes. But you just swing that remote around, and it's like you can't stop them. You're impenetrable. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never.
Nick, I don't know if you heard me.
There you go, I heard that one. Yo,
Nick,
how's
Nick.
everyone doing?
Yeah, what's up, bro?
I beat Matt in Wii Sports and boxing. Congrats. Matt's always the champion, isn't he? If I remember right, I think he is.
I feel bad. I don't know who Matt is. He sounds cool.
Matt is your trainer in Wii Sports. He's the guy with the beard.
Oh yeah, dude, I forgot.
Yeah.
And he's mean.
Yep, he's the guy who throws
He
the
was very
fruits
mean
at
to
you,
me.
like the fruits and stuff at you in the slicing minigame in Resort. Yeah. What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya?
Swooning? Me? Oh yes. I do remember feeling faint. Don't let him have it, Maya.
That's.
I know
kind of
she's oblivious. I know.
No, I mean that's a backhanded compliment because, like, the act of him getting on the stand to take testimony and being our last chance is what made her feel faint. Not
Yeah,
his-
she's like, I feel like I could pass out, not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
his-
She reminds me
yeah.
of Luna Lovegood.
Yeah. I do remember feeling faint, but because you suck.
Because you gave me freaking trauma. Not gonna lie.
Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two.
Nice.
I think you can do better than that.
He said you love me.
Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero.
I honestly thought that was gonna be an option to be like bow. I didn't really
Like the option comes up, bow or don't bow.
I honestly thought Maya would be like, okay, just do it.
Larry, you really helped out a lot in the trial.
You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy.
Ha 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 ha.
I mean, can you really know what he's... Can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick.
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end.
Aw.
Us two?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry.
What the hell? Not me?
Oh, I'm sorry, Maya.
Why
No.
not me?
I hate this. I hate this animation in the best way possible.
I know, it's so good but so sad.
Yeah.
Maya, don't cry, you pure thing.
Like, I want to just... No, Maya, you're okay. I love you. You're the best. No, stop.
But why you, Larry? 1v1 me, mate. IRL.
Actually, yeah, why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment. Yeah, Phoenix just like walks out the door. He's like, alright, it's been great. Nick? Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Are we gonna get flashbacks? Wait. Was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about?
Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Screw
Okay,
the murder
okay.
trial.
It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. All right, I have to do child versions of Phoenix, Larry, and Miles now.
Well, don't they in like animes, they always have like girls play the
Yeah,
young
they
versions.
tend to. Yeah,
I can be a baby Larry.
I can be a young me. Generally, I think. Like,
What was I like when I was young?
I don't
I can
even
just
know.
talk like this. Hey guys, I'm Larry.
I'm Larry. Like,
What the fuck is
I'm
that?
Phoenix.
I'm Edgeworth. Just a little demon.
I'm
show.
Edgeworth. Like that kind of works for Edgeworth.
Yeah, no, it sounds like the nerd character.
Yeah.
Just puts his glasses
Yeah.
up.
It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial.
Oh my god. Class trial? A class trial.
You remember Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Huh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So, they thought you did it?
Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. And apparently this is a thing. Apparently this is a thing in like Japanese classrooms. Like
My mom did when my mom was a teacher. She did the same thing.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, someone stole your money. Sucks. You guys aren't going to lunch until someone confesses."
Like, well, fuck you.
Yeah, no one's eating except for me.
But like,
Also, hi username.
hey,
I actually waved at my computer, but my camera isn't on. Hi username.
yeah, I don't know how prolific it still is in Japan, but I know at least at some point, I think this type of thing was fairly prevalent in
Yeah.
like elementary level schools in Japan. All right.
Do you want me
here
to
we
be baby Larry?
go. Sure.
Okay.
we'll
I
go.
don't think he's even here. I don't think he's here though. He said he was absent
he
that day.
was
for another
absent the
day.
day it was stolen. He wasn't absent
Ah.
at the trial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Username waved back at me.
I didn't do it. There's a bunch of other
Guilty.
kids.
He didn't. Guilty. It was you. Give him the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Let's admit
No
you
one
did it. You
play
can
with
hide the
him.
truth. Tell us the truth. I'm not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, no more my racer. He shouldn't be allowed in the relay race or the library committee. Give him back my 50 cents. I loaned you. Hey, did you run the bait the other day?
Oh, you be the teacher.
Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right.
In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it.
Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I love his shirt.
I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence.
That's so cute.
Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs.
Miles?
Little Miles, he's got a bow tie.
Calvin is that fit though. He got that bow tie
Yeah, I was
showing
gonna say,
up
like,
him
he's-
down.
It's just been a thing with him through his whole life to have unusual neckwear. Like,
Bow ties are not unusual. They are beautiful and how dare you?
it wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. I forgot it was Edgeworth himself who got Who got the money stolen?
Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof.
I'm sorry, this voice is so cute, Keith.
That is why, Your Honor, the boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it. He's the one.
I love
We
how
don't
all
need proof.
munchkins.
Make him say sorry.
This is Larry here.
Why don't you all just shut up? Yeah, what the fuck is up, bros?
Look at his, look at him. Look at his scrappy little
What's
shit.
My nose is running. This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Pog. Very well. I will replace the money myself. That was that easy? She's like, fair enough. This class trial is over.
I didn't expect to have such a good Kid Edgeworth voice. Like, fuck.
It really caught me off guard because it was so cute. You need to, if there's ever another a boy child, you need to use that voice. It's so cute.
If there is like a boy that has some kind of like that I can justifiably give like a British accent like that, I totally will.
If we ever do Danganronpa, just like any
Okay,
male character, just be like, you know what,
Also,
they're a child.
There may be if we when we get to you know what? I bet there will be some in Great Ace. Because that takes
We will
place
be
in
the
Victorian
children.
London. So yeah, if there's a
We're
child
all gonna be
boy,
British there.
I will definitely do that voice.
I can teach you different types of British. I had to do that in my high school, my forensics team. I did a whole thing, broadcasting where I did a news thing, but I did it all in a British accent, and I did like 5 different types of British accents.
Yeah,
and
like
it sucked.
Northern,
But I won a lot of stuff.
Northern Central, Cockney. Yeah. No, I've watched British TV almost my whole life. I'm pretty good with different types of British.
Just watch some
accents.
Sherlock Holmes, and
Dude,
just get a little
I grew
refresh.
up on Doctor Who. I have heard so many British accents. I'm definitely good on that front.
This is where I get attacked and say I've never seen Doctor Who. I watched the first season. All I remember is bananas and that skin lady, and that's about it.
Is your mother beating some ass back there?
Yeah, I was like, shit. I really hope they don't hear that. Yeah, I think you're hanging up something. No
Okay.
child is getting spanked. My sister's sleeping right now, so so if anything, it's my stepdad. But they have a nice relationship, so I think we're in the clear.
That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were best friends.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot.
I want Butts to be my friend.
That's when I learned what it means. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see?
Dude, I thought he was about to be like, good thing I wasn't there. They would have found out it was me.
When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father.
It's hard.
A famous
It catches
defense
me off
attorney.
guard.
Huh?
It's so cute. It's so cute. It catches me off guard every time. You sound like a cute little British boy.
So there is a
next
Professor
Harry
Layton,
Potter game.
Yeah. Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney. Professor Layton has like a sidekick that's kind of like how Maya is to Phoenix, named Luke. Luke Triton.
Yeah.
And he's like a 5-year-old.
But he talks like this. He's a classic.
Oh my
Cockney.
god, it
Cockney
got
little-
better.
Look at
It
me.
got better.
Would you like a newspaper?
You know, that kind of thing.
That's adorable. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I'll stop fangirling over Baby Edge.
A famous defense attorney.
Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
DO6 incident.
Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's sad. See what username put in the chat?
Yeah, I see. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney."
I thought that was Von Karma.
Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied.
So I broke into his law firm. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
Well, he works in the prosecutor's office, like the district prosecutor's
that's fair.
office. So, yeah. I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided.
Gasp. Wait, I don't mean. That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? I wasn't wrong. Did that get cut off again?
No, not totally.
Oh, okay.
There were a couple little hiccups, but I think everyone basically...
It's fine. Yeah, it's mostly
Yeah.
60%. It's good. It's passing.
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me, whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick! Nick!
Did you hear me, Nick?
No, I didn't. No.
Nick!
I don't know what's going on.
Nick, hello.
Nick, hello.
Username said, yeah, Edgeworth is really hot. I have such a huge crush, I decided to become a defense attorney just to see him more often.
That's a really common. There's an extremely common ship.
OTP.
with Phoenix and Edgeworth, and I don't bite it.
Yeah, I don't see.
Given
I
this-
mean, there's more like tension between, like sexual tension between Maya and Edgeworth, but like that shit ain't never gonna happen. I didn't even get to read my line.
Oh, I'm sorry. She said we have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do. Okay.
Yeah, that.
Right. Very well may be.
First, there's that rental boat shop. Take caretaker. That's a tongue twister.
Take carer.
Take care. Takes care. We need to find out who or what he is. He's a vampire. I'm calling it.
I'd settle for who. Guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Yeah, Rise from the Ashes could have used a little bit of that.
Yeah. Okay, oh, that's you. I'm so sorry. I got really happy.
Okay, let's go. Don't tip over Charlie or something, Larry.
Yeah.
Is this still gonna be the
So
same
if you
color?
hurt the plant, you die.
It's Charlie, you're starting it, yeah. So this changes case by case. Let's go!
What about between the judge and
Francisco.
Francisco, yeah.
Hello, I'm Edgeworth, and I'm a fucked man.
Literally. All right, let's continue.
You look as grim as always.
He said, I also like how you switched from the Maya voice to hello, Mario.
Hello, Mario.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Sorry, that's not my Maya voice, but continue.
Yeah.
I'm Maya right now.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade?
Lunch money. Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. That's so sad.
Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney.
Ridiculous.
Gee, thanks.
That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even.
Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth.
Perhaps.
Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right?
I couldn't let myself deny reality like you.
What do you mean?
My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals. I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person.
Suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, a man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook.
That would be Robert Hammond.
On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder.
Lost your memory?
Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation.
I'm sorry, this man's name. Okay.
Cop in the background of the jail cell scenes.
You just do the breathing in the background, just breathing.
Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys.
What's your relationship with Von Karma?
He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him.
So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
Perfectly, huh? Did you catch that? Perfectly, huh?
No, I didn't. Sorry.
Okay, I was like, sometimes I panic. As I'm like, oh no, I didn't catch again.
In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever.
But...
I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away.
Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
That's right! There's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit.
No kidding. I don't think I can show him anything.
Would you like to look at my pineapple?
Oh fuck, should I show him a picture of his dead dad?
Oh, you should. That's so... Yeah, do it.
Alright, here we fucking
No
go.
balls, Keith. Come on. Hey, is this your dead father? Nick, no! That's a photo of his father. Don't show him that.
You're right. Now probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories.
I can just imagine
What
him
is
just
it?
being like...
Just
like, yo, is this your dad?
Huh?
Would you like to look at this parrot? And show him the parrot.
Check out this parrot. It's neat. It's red and blue and yellow.
What? Sick. Butts, get out of here.
I gotta grab a drink really fast.
What a pleb. I have my giant water container right next to me. Guys, let's talk about Keith now. Let's talk shit about him while he's gone. I don't have anything to say about him.
Got it.
He talks about I was trying to talk about like shit about you, but like I realized I had nothing on you. I just stumbled.
Yeah, so Keith, he plays games.
That's it. my only thing is literally like the first time we met, you literally Anna said something about Pokemon and you were like, you've awoken a demon inside of me.
Here we go!
And we were like, how did Keith get part of your friend group? We were like, well, he was playing Pokemon and Anna made a comment and then he just was and Anna just looked at me and was just like, I don't know a lot about Pokemon, but he seems so happy.
I like Pokemon, man. It's fun.
It's good. Pokemon is fun. That's why Anna reminds me of Maya.
Oh,
Maya would just be like, it might be like, yeah, that's awesome. And I'd be like, I don't know what's going on.
Grossberg? Is he here?
Ah, hell yeah.
Do I get
Where's
to be
the
the
nuggets?
chicken man again?
Where's the chicken? Where are your nuggets?
You're aware of this inside joke now, yeah?
Yeah, I was like, I watched the old streams down. I was like, he do be a chicken master.
He's out again. Okay.
When does he work anyway? Is that Chick-fil-A
No,
right now?
don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. He's taking another chicken break. He takes a lot of those.
I like how they just, like, the secretary just, like, lets you into his office even though he's not there. They're like, yeah, examine it if you want. I guess I don't fucking care.
You want to look at his cool stuff? He has a bear.
He has a bear and the elephant and
A blank spot where his painting used to be.
where he has chicken bucket, you know, all the essentials.
Yep. Look behind his desk. In the third drawer down, there's a secret switch that you can open, and then it opens a
It
secret
has an
door
eye.
in the
It's
bookcase
eye.
where there is
eye
a safe.
detection.
The combination is CHICKEN, and you go in, and there's chicken.
It's a year old, but it's still delicious. Good thing the safe also counts as a refrigerator. It's very inventive.
It is also refrigerated. It's pre-fried chicken, like when you go to Kroger.
The passcode isn't like chicken; it's just the timer for how long you want to heat.
Oh, it's like
chicken up.
it's, instead of being the whole word, it's CHKN chicken.
And it's like 2:27, and it's like your chicken has been successfully cooked for 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today.
Oh, really?
He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow.
I don't know, maybe.
The boat shop caretaker. That's kind of funny. I think there's a character later who that voice would fit as well.
I'm still hyped for your. Is it Meekins?
Meekins? Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Officer
your Meekins voice.
Yep. Mike Meekins. Don't worry, sir. I'll find him.
So beautiful. If anyone in the chat can tell me what that voice reminds me of, it's a character that has the exact voice, and I cannot pinpoint it. That's your homework until next Thursday.
Mike Meekins' voice. Yes, sir. The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something like catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe.
Egg said you can see the ring-shaped grease stain where the chicken bucket always sits.
Oh my god. Hey, pal! Oh, here he is.
Long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe!
Close one today, huh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half.
Huh?
Sorry about that.
No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm up to catch me a criminal!
See him just lurking in the woods, just like not even incognito, just like crouching, and he's like, He's almost here. I can smell him.
He's just crouching
So,
behind a tree.
Missile catch the scent.
He's looking around the edge of it. He's got Rifle next to him, and he's like...
I thought it was Missile. His name's
Missile,
Rifle.
yeah,
It's Missile.
See, here's the thing. There's a family that lives diagonally across from me in my housing development. They have like 3 dogs. One of them is called Sniper, and I swear somewhere else I have seen a dog in potentially this series called Rifle.
It's like, oh, that's a cute poodle. What's his name? Just M16. You know, just a family name.
His name was Missile in this, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Missile, the Russian dog.
Missile,
he goes
yeah.
woof.
Missile Russian. Woof.
He dogs like these. Woof.
Woof.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing.
Eek!
No one can go into the woods today.
Rude. The woods?
Where Lotta was camping?
The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad, so no one can go in for a while.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. But that's what Phoenix and I just high five each other like,
Yeah.
hell yeah!
Yeah! Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Oh, Seuss. Seuss from Gravity Falls.
Yes!
Yeah,
I
that
was
makes
like,
sense.
I thought it was, honestly, dude, I thought it was an
Sauce is
abbreviation
your
for
friend.
something.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sounds like him. Sorry,
Yep.
I honestly haven't watched Gravity Falls in a long time,
Yeah.
and I thought it was like an acronym for something, and I didn't want to seem like a boomer, so I just didn't say anything about Seuss, because I was like, oh no, is that a new lingo? But no, it is Seuss.
Yeah, Meekins is a little more goofy sounding.
Yeah,
than
Meekins.
Seuss.
Yeah, I was like, Meekins is like is him plus the crazy old guy.
like the crazy jester, like.
Yeah, he's like
Juice Ghost, come back for some juice. Yeah,
okay.
like-
Well, no,
like
dude,
that.
that's just straight up King Candy. I can do King Candy.
Oh man. Oh, you got it. Yep. Yeah, Seuss.
What if Miles Edgeworth said, "I like your cut, G"? Do it. Give the audience what they want, and also what I want. I want to hear
I like your cut, G.
it. Give me a fist bump. This is what the cool
Fist
kids
bump?
do.
I understand what the children are doing these days.
Username, you're good at many things.
Huh. The steel eyesore is missing.
Eyesore?
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. Cause Missile ate all his hot dogs.
He's going bankrupt, guys. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Tap me up, Phoenix.
Dab me up, Phoenix.
Tap me up, Phoenix. I don't even know what that means. Ha! That old caretaker got away. Didn't say caretaker this time.
Caretaker. Yep.
I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Also, sorry. Question real quick.
It's the chicken man!
What?
Is it
Yeah, go ahead.
chicken? Like, how agile is this old man? He falls asleep instantly. You're telling me that this man shot 2 things in the water and then fell backwards and then swam back to the boat shop to carry a dead body, which is like twice as heavy once they're dead. Don't ask me how I know that.
There is.
And then put him in the lake.
You can put together who he really is with what you know already.
I imagine he's in charge of he's the one that killed his father, right? His
Mhm.
papa. So, but like, how is he still so agile?
I mean, he
It's just
could-
Polly's
He could
like
be the one
like
who killed
20
his
sit-ups,
papa.
20 sit-ups right now.
No, there is an explanation for it, and it shows up later. But yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm just
Yeah.
too smart for this game. dude.
Well, you haven't put it all together yet. I will
Yeah,
say.
no, I'm still a dumbass, but I'm getting there.
Yeah. I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere.
Aha, hello! What might you be doing here?
He just stirs a
Out
chicken
for
tender
a walk?
behind him.
I'm having some
dangerous.
chicken to go.
KFC, it's delicious.
Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Oh, you should have said chicken. Mr. Grossberg! Like the scent of fresh chicken. This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye.
What do you think Mr. Grossbeck was doing here anyway? Seems pretty sus.
Who knows?
I'm gonna say that every time until you acknowledge it.
The boat
That's the
rental
second
shop.
time I said it, and you're just like, anyways, gonna keep going.
The boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around.
The caretaker must have run for the hills, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it.
He didn't seem like a bad person. Alright, I'm gonna take off my hoodie right now, because it's really hot. So, 1 second.
Okay, we can go in the shack. Because, again, he is connected to DL6 in some way, because we heard the parrot say, don't forget DL6, so... There's something to him. He's related to it.
Alright, I'm back.
Mm.
I'll be cold in a couple minutes, and then I'll have to put the hoodie back on.
It's me, big man, out for a walk. I smell sicker.
That's Missile! What are you doing? He's home.
Hello! Hello! What?
It definitely sounds like you said fuck. Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly.
Hello! Hello! Squawk!
I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself.
Hello! Hello! What?
What's in the safe?
What's in the safe, you bitch? I swear to God.
Polly, give us the passcode. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick.
You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something.
Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Great, now the bird's going to hate me.
Not Maya. Maya's feelings don't matter. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Polly, what's the number to the safe? Isn't it like 12 something?
1228! What?
I know the first two numbers. Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
I'm sure there isn't any money in there.
I'm with Maya. She's like, oh, I wanted to do a heist. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. she doesn't give it
Guess
a
there
shit
might be
about
a
Phoenix.
clue
She's
or
like,
two.
I don't care. We're opening it.
The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter? Aw, boring.
There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. I repeated that
Why'd
on
you read that
purpose.
twice? Why'd you read that? Is it because I'm stupid?
No, I just
Is-
there's.
Is it because I don't remember things? I totally forgot what happened last
I,
week.
okay, I won't say. Well, no, it's just there's something about that. There's something about the fact that this letter is written immaculately.
my okay.
Get your
My
rev-
like, is it just because he's like pretending to be stupid and then he's actually like, I have a steady hand because I have a steady shot or some shit like that?
No,
Or am I thinking too hard? That's the real question.
you are thinking a little.
What
too
word
hard
starts
on that.
with the letter A?
Many.
Asshole.
I was gonna say ass.
Yeah, I was like asshole.
Aerodactyl. Apple.
Lada's name ends with an A. That's pretty sus.
That is
Yo, what's the judge's first name, guys? He's in it all along.
Axel.
I really
kinds of shit.
can't. No, I was making a joke. Jem, I thought you were looking out for me, man. I thought you were giving me a clue.
Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth.
Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here?
How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake. Firing on the boat. Firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court.
This is like perfect. This is all we need. We don't need to do any other investigating.
It's all here in perfect detail.
Someone take a picture of it, please. Something's gonna happen to that paper.
Perfect detail.
What do you think it means, Nick?
It's all here in perfect detail.
Who's a perfection? Oh, Von Karma. I'm a fucking idiot. Isn't it? Because isn't his whole thing about perfection?
Yep.
Okay, so Von Karma is a sus bitch?
Oh, absolutely.
I thought he was just like a sus because he's an asshole. I didn't know he's sus because he was a killer.
He's like, this is, at this point, the game is, like, it gave no hint up to this point that Von Karma was involved in this at all. But, like, the moment it says it's written in
perfect,
crisp, clear, perfectly written letters, that's Von Karma. Like, no one else, who goes to the level of effort to write a letter perfect,
if you're gonna kill someone,
letters.
you gotta make sure it looks nice for the court. You know, you gotta make sure they can read it. What do you think it means, Nick? I think I already read that, but I forgot.
I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions.
But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look,
Come on, Maya, keep up.
I don't know, okay?
Phoenix, keep up.
But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Alright, that's the thing. That's the thing we get from there.
That's the thing. Gem, even though you didn't help me out, I'm still gonna say you and I figured that out together. Keith was just here to support us.
Granted, like, when I went through it first, I didn't realize until something that happens later today, on this trial day, or on this investigation day. But no, now I catch that. I'm like, oh, perfect, right, of course.
Ah, yes, but of course.
Literally.
No one in this game is perfect.
The only...
Literally not possible.
Yes. Hey, Edgeworth. See this letter?
It's in front of me, isn't it?
This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat rental caretaker lives.
I see. Revenge? On me?
That old guy anyway.
I don't know.
Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something?
Nice, Wright, but I don't remember that old man. Not at all.
So, he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it.
Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life.
2 men? Meaning myself and Robert Hammond?
It also says, this is your last chance.
Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident.
Wait, that old man.
What? Do you know who he is? He killed
Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi Bear?
The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent.
Okay, I was like...
Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us like on us in that little box. We became unsettled.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier!
I want to get out! Help! Get us out!
Don't shout, you'll use up more oxygen.
You like my voice for Gregory there?
Yeah, it's nice.
It's I imagine just have it being like a deeper Miles Edgeworth voice.
That's fair.
In the second Edgeworth game, we have a flashback to Gregory's case before he was killed. The case he had just
really?
finished. Yeah.
Awesome.
So I will get to voice him also, so that'll be cool.
That's all I remember.
I'm like Miles, but older.
Yep. I also give him an accent that trends on the more on the American side, like with a little less super British inflection.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah. That's
Which
all I
is
remember.
country.
When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent.
But strange?
Okay, half of that was cut off.
Huh, but isn't that strange? Did I get cut off again? Okay,
No,
sorry.
you're good.
Getting back in character. This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you.
You mean the nightmare?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
Crime you committed?
A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
Dream.
Dream?
Did you seriously cut off again?
All I heard was dream.
Dream? What kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier!
His father was the judge.
I want to get out! Help! Get us out!
Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen!
I can't breathe! You're using up my air!
What?
Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you!
Ah! What do you do?
Stop breathing my air! No, Father! He's attacking Father!
Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court, or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol.
Get away! Get away from my father!
That was nice.
And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
Dot.
That got cut off for sure.
Oh my god! I'm gonna breathe into my mic like the old stream. but that's just a dream, right? Right?
That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father.
What?
If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me.
Wait, Edgeworth, you mean...
It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father.
This is bad.
What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe.
Nick? There's someone else who knows about DL6. Is it your mom?
Chicken man.
Oh my god. The perpetrator. Also, like, I mean, like, I understand where he's coming from, where he thinks that he shot his father, but, like, maybe they're getting revenge because, you know, they try to convict him, and so they, like, ruined his life because he had
Edgeworth?
a bad reputation. Not Edgeworth, the old guy. They're, like, to get revenge on
Yogi?
him, and Yogi. So, like, he might want to get revenge because he's like, yo, if you weren't alive, I could have just, like, not been accused, but now you know it's you. And I'm like, Edgeworth, don't be down on yourself, bro.
I mean, he wouldn't have organized that. Like, that would mean that he sent that letter.
Yeah. I just feel bad for Edgy Boy. That's so sad.
Yeah. Mr. Grossberg.
Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding. I can't believe you're not.
My. Just calm down and tell me what happened.
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He...
I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why don't...
What? Okay, if that's the
My chicken, I need it. Recharge.
I'm so tired. If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled?
Well...
Also, consider this. Yogi quite clearly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, the deed was done.
I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth.
I'm sorry, can we get a tattoo of that? Just irrevocably wrecked? What was it?
irrevocably wrecked. Yeah.
That sounds like it's such a satisfying sentence. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, continue.
Irrevocably wrecked.
This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer, now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques.
That's no surprise.
Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost, but died in despair, as it were.
I see.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey.
Oh god, I have to get back into Gregory Edgeworth's voice.
I have to figure out a mom voice.
Gregory
Shit.
Fuck. I forget exactly.
Hello, darling.
Okay. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yogi.
Oh, thank God, I didn't have to be the mom.
Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless.
I like how he's like, you know what? Now that you've talked about this thing once, I think, yeah, it's him. He just completely was like, you know what? Now that I think about it, definitely was Edgeworth.
Oh, so this is the letter. Does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh? His own sake?
He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined.
That's what I'm saying.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough. Wait,
What is it?
this letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
A little
Manfred
bit.
Von Karma.
That's who did a little bitch.
Could it be Manfred Von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure.
Von Karma. Von Karma.
Von
Wait,
Karma takes over.
You're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred Von Karma himself.
What does this mean then?
Jem said, yes, the chickens wrote it.
Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no.
But how could Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
Now, in the second Edgeworth spin-off, that's the flashback we see. We see the lead
Okay.
up to that trial. Like the case surrounding that trial.
You get to see Von Karma getting owned.
Not necessarily. You do see, like, Gregory interact with Von Karma and build this grudge with Von Karma. And then it explains what...
Villain
I think-
origin story.
Yeah. And then it explains what I think Grossberg here is about to explain as well. So. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Stressful. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or, to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. Alright, Maya. Like, not everybody's been to Europe, damn.
I think at some point he lived in Germany.
Europe is cool, though. I have been there. Pretty sick.
You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation?
Do you, Nick? Von Karma's going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. Like Michael Jackson. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6?
I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
Also, he was a child.
Yeah.
Nick? Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
I don't care. I know he's not guilty.
He said, shut the fuck up, Maya, alright?
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. The police materials.
Yo, were you lying, fam? Where is it? 1 day left, Nick.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. She said, why are we here? There's hardly anyone here.
Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi.
Oh, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. What a sentence. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again?
Well, no, I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway.
What?
You can go in as long as he's there.
Von Karma?
Yes, he just arrived actually.
Von Karma's in the records room.
Nick! Let's hurry! He's just there. He's just like, oh, I'm just burning some files. You know how it is.
Oh, there's an open drawer.
The drawer's open! Dusty as always.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma.
Yikes, McGee. Huh? One of the drawers here is open.
Someone must have been looking in it recently.
The label says unsolved cases, evidence.
Unsolved cases.
Like DL6. Nick! The file for DL6, it's completely empty.
What?
This bitch.
What are you doing in here?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Eek! Yo, he looks so much creepier, like, in this picture frame versus a side view. Car-
You. How do you know my name?
The hell? Huh?
Have we met?
What? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team. I beg your pardon. You see, I really remember defense attorneys.
Got him.
They are like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
Jeff said a damn before and after pic, talking about his view now.
Yeah, his side view and front view. Yeah.
It looks so much cooler in his side view.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor.
Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate.
It's when he dabs.
Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why do you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business.
Pretty wild, then.
Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher.
What?
If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
We were right. The Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Alright, time to be a big ol' idiot. You ready?
Oh no, why would no? It's literally everything. Why would no?
It is literally
Phoenix!
everything. Yeah.
Also, like, is that just like a casual book, or is that like the file of the DL6?
Oh, that's the DL6
incident?
file he's holding, yeah.
So, like, can we examine it and be like, hey, what's that, fam?
If we examine, the sprites disappear, so...
He goes, bye!
Yeah. Mr. Von Karma,
He's like,
have a look at this.
it's like, I'm gonna convict you. Here's all the evidence I have.
This is the third time he's done this game?
He's like, nothing bad will happen.
He
Sure,
did this with
Von
Red.
Karma seems like he's a
he did
trusty
this-
man.
He did this with Red, he did this with D, and now he's doing it with Von Karma. Which is
Well,
the worst decision
to be
you can
fair, Red, I'd give evidence to Red. He's a charismatic son of a bitch. So, like, I understand Red, but Von Karma, I'd be like, no, get away from me.
make. This was you, wasn't it? You introduced Yanni Yogi. You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. You introduced Yanni Yogi to murder!
Yeah,
You're like,
you shot
"Johnny,
someone and said, this is it.
murder.
Write it down.
Also, I finally actually have my Von Karma voice, because now I've been talking and warming up my voice.
You're like, this is like easy.
I was struggling to do it earlier a bit, because I'd just woken up, and I need to start waking up earlier, man.
Dude, that's one thing I like about walking the dogs at 9:30 is like I force myself to get up at 9.
Yeah.
But then, I end up taking a nap, but like it's the sentiment that counts, really.
Are you able to just not do that? No. The story requires it. If I don't do it, then nothing else happens.
Phoenix just goes, wait a second, this doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Or I wish
Yanni
Mia should
Yogi.
just Mia just comes up and she's like, you idiot, what are you doing?
How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He is a fool.
No, he's a
I told him
restaurant
to
owner of the
burn
Wet
it after
Noodle.
he read it.
Gasp. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter.
Yes, my dear defense attorney.
You remember
Thank
me
you
now.
for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
This is where he whips out his Glock.
What?
thing? A Glock. Run. Oh my god, it's a fucking...
A stun gun. For self-defense, usually.
Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,000?
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually.
Also,
Now,
but, like...
give me the letter.
No!
No!
Wow, what are you?
Take this and that! Nick, run! Ah! I'm out.
Maya!
Out of my way.
Ah!
Phoenix, she literally told you to run, and he's just like, huh? What's going on? What's happening?
He got us.
Somehow.
Guess what's gone, of course.
Plot twist, Von Karma's also an idiot, and he just still has it. He's like, have it right in my pocket where I need it.
He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya!
Did he take it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from the thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. Can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
I hate this. I fucking hate this so much.
I know! Like, no! Please. I was like, I didn't want to say anything, but I was like, my heart is breaking.
Yeah. Like, fuck, what kind of line is that, man?
Aw, man. Ah.
Oh, I forgot how heart-wrenching that moment is. Fuck.
She just goes, alright, good night. She just goes,
She's
alright,
passed
thanks.
out again. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her.
I don't mean to ruin this dramatic moment,
Mm.
but Jen just said, Von Karma, you fool, you can't use that, it's for self-defense, and you're a prosecutor.
Yeah. I'd better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya. She's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth.
Show it to freaking Miles, dude.
I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Still bears clear ballistic markings.
Yeah.
I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow.
He just carries her limp body to court. She's gonna help me out, guys.
God, I'm not even gonna lie. That bit with Maya, I'd forgotten about it a bit, and like I was
You're
genuinely.
like, oh, there it is.
I was genuinely kind of like breaking up a bit there. No, Maya.
Jem, you can't keep making me laugh, bro. Just another thing.
Oh my god.
I'm really bad with dark humor, and that's just. But yeah, just go up to Miles and just be like, "Yo, so I found this bullet.
So
it
Miles,
was
hey,
from your
check this
dad.
out. This was
Hey, is this
embedded
your
in your
dad's
dad's
blood, right?"
now dead and decomposed heart.
Just want to confirm this is your father's blood, right? Just wanted
He's
to make
just
sure
now.
before. All right. Anyways, good luck in court. Oh, by the way, Maddie's passed the fuck out. Okay.
This is it. Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big deal?
Sorry! Touched your shoulder.
Touch was electric.
I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Oh, silly Maya. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Maya.
She's just not. She's like, I wanted to commit suicide yesterday. Anyway, good luck. It's been great.
I wish I had just died yesterday, you know?
Anyways, sorry for shocking you. Bye.
Edgeworth is looking glum as always.
Well, that's normal.
I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard.
Whoa! What are you doing?
It's my superpower. Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge.
Right. Good idea. She literally was talking about how she felt useless, and the next thing Phoenix says to her is to go outside so she's not near people.
Try not to electrocute on anyone on your way out.
Whoa! Yeah, pal!
Well, yeah! Just like...
What's gotten into that girl?
Detective Gumshoe.
Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning.
How did it go, Detective?
Have no fear. As promised, I have captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in, pal. Took all night.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired.
Actually, after that shock I got one on the way in, I feel pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. That has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it.
With this bird. One day the bird will feel loved.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready.
Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
Understood.
Everybody's like, yo.
Come on,
Why is
don't
he
be awed
being
into
killed?
silence by every little thing he says.
Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement.
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
Very...
Ver-
Yeah, did you hear me, good sir? I said very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
Sorry for running away.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity.
Witness! Why did you run away yesterday?
The witness was not
Objection.
running away, as he will now testify.
I see. Very well, please begin your testimony.
I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? Yeah, I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I'd need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is.
He goes back to sleep.
Very well. Are you trying to take my fucking lines, Keith? Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
This is all I
Yes.
have, Keith. I can't be Molly. I can't be Molly. Who's Molly? I can't be Maya.
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi? You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Food?
Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown.
But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack?
Well, I kind of got lost, you see.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that.
I see. I believe it. So he was lost.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep, seems like it.
Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you were lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
Thank you, Von
The
Karma.
witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
He just becomes a tiger.
What's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, please continue.
How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends.
Yo, check out this bird.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. I'm getting tired. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
His name is...
It's Edward's father.
His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident.
Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
I'm here now.
Did you say, I didn't hear you say
I
that.
said I did say Nick. I'm so sorry.
It must be my internet, because it doesn't make sense for you.
Yeah, I was like, because sometimes you cut off for me,
Yeah.
so I imagine that it's either one of our internet's words. How are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple.
A bird.
Your Honor,
Squaw!
please take
He
this
just
man's
started- he just called.
Please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
Fair enough.
I see. That makes sense.
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints?
Chopped off my hands.
See, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingerprints working with this stuff. Yep. What? Yo, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
No.
What will you do now, Mr. Wright?
Activate bird. Come on, Polly, it's your moment.
It
Polly,
seems
please.
that the case has been decided no.
No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are you going to do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, hmm?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly
very
what
funny.
I do.
You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What is it, Nick?
What we are about to go through is probably the most iconic thing Phoenix has ever done.
Oh, hell yeah. Also, Eric Voss says they came to say hello, wishes everyone's the best to stream,
Oh, yeah, I see.
and goodbye.
Just came here to say hello. Okay. Thank
God
you, Eric.
bless Eric Voss.
Thanks for popping in.
Goodbye, sweet angel. What
Like
is it,
it's
Nick?
gone. Like
Yeah.
an angel's kiss.
Mwah!
Goodbye.
No, you're not going to.
Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up?
On my proposal.
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
So serious.
Order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Wait a
Object to
second.
your objection.
You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Savage.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, crazy.
Still want to go through with your little game?
Yeah, for sure.
Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance.
Be my guest, be my guest. Put my prosecution to the test.
Oh my god.
At least, I think so.
Bring in the parrot.
What a sentence. Yeah, what's the...
Polly's got a sprite!
That's quite a bird.
It's a parrot.
Please tell us your name.
You gotta say Polly first, bro.
Name. The witness is ignoring me.
This is the same thing that Maya did as well when she first met Polly.
Yeah. This is where Maya's gonna be like, if Maya's gonna be like, you gotta say Polly first.
Yeah. It must hurt
You
to be ignored
idiot.
by a bird.
Very well, witness. Who is your honor? Please testify for us.
This is wild. I love this. I thought they were just gonna use her as evidence. I didn't know they were actually gonna like have a testimony.
Hello, what?
Those 3 dots. Those 3 dots are
no one
sus.
expected this. Like, anyone who played this game, like, this was the last thing anyone thought would
Yeah.
happen, for sure.
They said, "Oh, let's go a little crazier, guys."
Yep.
You want to fucking fight me, do you want? Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination.
Right.
What are you going to do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya? After this point, he does this one more time in the Professor Layton spinoff, because the Shu Takumi is the writer for the first 3 games. He
Yeah.
headed up the writing for that spinoff. So of
Oh,
course
that's
he
awesome.
slipped it in again as a reference.
Yeah, I said Polly.
And then
Polly will live on.
Yeah, and then in a few games after that, cross-examining animals or birds or parrots or whatever are occasionally mentioned as references, callbacks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You're being quiet.
Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me.
Did he forget you have to say Polly first? He just like, did that just leave his brain?
Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi.
Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right. What?
Let's see, have we forgotten something? We'll do DL6, number to the save.
Well, yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Well, have we forgot? Yeah, I was like, have we forgot?
Yeah, have we
something
forgotten
with the
something?
DL6
Is
shit?
obviously, yeah. As I recall, 2 days ago.
Remember this happening? Polly, have we forgotten something?
What? Don't forget DL6. What?
If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker has something to do with DL6.
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Come on, Polly.
Hello, what?
You've reprogrammed the bird. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something we forgot.
Hello, what?
Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
I've brainwashed this bird.
Can't fucking like this. Von Karma is such a good, like ultimate villain. Like, fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
He's like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on.
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond if we asked if we'd forgotten anything?
Can you present? Does she respond to pictures?
Oh! Oh shit! Oh shit! I just remembered! I just remembered what it... I just remembered. Hold on.
You present her to herself.
Hold on. Yes! Do you see something familiar here?
1228.
Yeah!
Ayo!
It's the date!
Ayo!
It's the date deal 6 happened! It's the number to the safe
This is where I high five you. Let's go. No, what do I say?
Number of the safe. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack?
1228. 1228.
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright? You aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker?
Actually, it does.
Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's identity?
Instead, I fed the bird when it kept its mouth shut. I said that.
The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case?
Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number?
Case summary, yeah.
It's on the case summary page.
The case summary.
Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
I feel like he's like patting himself on the back right now. He's like, I'm so
Yeah.
smart.
Yep.
The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Ah!
He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number on his safe, Your Honor. That's how that date was to him. That's how important that date was to him. Jesus Christ.
Damn it, Keith!
What happened to my brain?
Damn it, it was emotional.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. Even it's okay, I fucked up too, Keith, so now even. People often do set the secret numbers to dates.
Objection. Bah! This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1.
Now we can break
That
into
has
your
nothing
account.
to
Get
do with
fucked.
a date. Nothing.
Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Corroborating words.
Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right. What?
If only we had that piece of paper that he got electrocuted for.
Very well, witness. You may continue.
Can you present something to her? Like,
What was
would
the
she
other thing
recognize
that
something?
you can have? What's her name, right?
Yeah, what's her name, Polly?
Is there something else?
Yeah, I was like, if you like show her. Yeah, didn't he like lose his memory because like the oxygen?
Read this paragraph.
Trapped and elderly at the Edgeworth. Memory lost due to oxygen. After his fiance Polly. No! Oh no!
Fuck.
Oh no! I'm gonna cry. That's so sad.
Bring up his dead wife. Do it.
Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly, what's your name?
Polly, right?
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot's name is Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Yes, it does.
Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far?
Listen. We're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi.
He said,
Your
you
Honor.
idiot.
The proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is...
So sad. I fed chat for Polly, guys.
The DR6 case file?
That's quite a large file you have there. Would be a shame if something were to happen to it.
Yeah, I was like, let me have a look at it real quick.
Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time.
Did you hear that one? Hopefully you did.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to his parrot's name?
I can't remember what it was.
It's on the suspect data page.
Huh?
This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide. See?
Indeed, it does say that, yes. Did you catch that? Okay, I was get afraid.
So I was readjusting my headphones. What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly!
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible.
Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all.
Fuck
My
off,
granddaughter had a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
It does. I've been having sex with her on the
She's
DL.
only 7 years old.
Fuck. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
That's enough.
I made a joke in poor taste. I did not know she was 7. I did not.
I think we've
Hold on a
reached a
second.
conclusion here.
That just made me realize something. Because his daughter is Franziska, but she doesn't have a boyfriend, a husband, or a daughter. Right.
He
so
adopted?
He just has. I think he has other daughters then that we've never met. I remember that actually. Yeah. No, he has other daughters that we never see, which kind of sucks.
They're probably just like that'll be another game. Don't you worry. We'll get all the Von Karmas in.
Because Franziska has been absent since the Miles Edgeworth spin-offs. So
Yeah, what if they make just like a Von Karma game? That'd be sick.
I mean, that's
Because
honestly.
then we
that's
could be like,
basically
that's his only weakness is his daughters.
his
bro.
daughters. Yeah. I mean,
And then he's like, Jesus, I hate being a
I mean,
father.
when we get to know Franziska, we find out that that's not the case.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Cut out the weakness.
Yep.
I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence. That's all.
True, that is a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately.
And Polly isn't a common name, so like,
Witness.
So we're gonna go a little long today, if that's okay, just to get through this part, because this is
that's fine.
this is the end of like the caretaker's
Yeah,
portion.
I told
of this
my
case.
dog walker chick. I told her that at 6:30.
Okay.
But she's okay. I can go a little later than that. She's a nice
Okay.
old lady.
Cool.
Witness, tell us your name.
Wait! This witness, he doesn't remember.
No, it's okay.
Gasp. Damn. Okay.
I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
He smokes a cigar. He looked totally different. He's not slouching and he's awake.
This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years.
I do it again. Let me ask you again. Please, state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order! Order! Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
I want to say that one again.
Username wants to be the judge's hammer.
Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Von Karma? Where is Mr. Yogi? He's a ninja.
Under arrest, Your
Oh.
Honor.
Not a ninja.
I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is?
Innocent. In this case, at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Not guilty. Yeah. Dude, I wish they had like confetti every time someone was made innocent.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Does like Von Karma actually care about Edgeworth though? Because like, oh,
Did someone say objection?
You saw that smile. You saw it.
yeah. I was like, never mind. I take that back. I take that question back.
Remember, he does at least have a grudge against his father for the penalty for the faulty evidence.
Yeah, but like having a grudge for that long over a child because he thought someone was gonna kill his dad. I mean, like, you know.
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth,
Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
Point. What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. Stop his act. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
Uh-oh. What do I do?
Shut the fuck
judgment
up!
has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Von Karma.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
Damn it, Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
Like
For-
thirsty.
For 15
sorry.
years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me.
Child.
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. Your Honor, I provide this updated autopsy report.
That's a
I
trait
think
passed
I-
down from Von Karma.
I know, I was like,
Uh,
I'm waiting for that meme. I haven't found that meme yet. Game.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. I'd like to go on the slide. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
Slap that gavel.
And that's where we'll end it for today.
Yay!
There. Captions. Sound.
Why
All
is
right,
Karma
so-
such a bitch? Okay,
Oh, yeah.
sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off on your outro.
No, he is. He is, totally. So, that is where we'll end this for now. So, we will be back with more of this next week, Thursday, as usual. And hopefully we'll have
Hopefully
everyone
with-
together this time.
Yeah, hopefully the squad.
Because I definitely want everyone together for the end of this case, and to at least to start on case 5. So that'll be fun. It'll be a fun time.
Yeah.
So
Thank you for having me, good sir.
yeah, this was fun.
Baba booey.
It was a good one. Definitely dealt with my voice is a little bit throttled, mostly from Von Karma's voice, but then also having
Yeah,
to still speak
drink
after.
some tea. Drink
Yeah,
some
really.
tea.
Yeah. So, next week there will be more Satisfactory on Tuesday. There will be more of this on Thursday.
Heck
So,
yeah, boys.
Yeah, Papa Booey. Tune in next time to see me voice the cop in the background, like the judge's hammer.
The most vital
The
characters, I would
squad
say.
reunites, hopefully. Very much hoping so. Alright. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You all are beautiful.